China strongly condemned the bombing of nuclear facilities in Iran, saying it violates international law. We're going to go to Katrina Yu in Beijing. Russia, obviously, has very close links with Iran. So does China, of course. Talk to us about the kind of reaction there to what's been happening.
Well, China has released a brief statement, but it was unequivocal. It has strongly condemned these attacks by the US on Iranian nuclear facilities. It says that this is a violation of international law, of the UN Charter, that it only worsens the situation in the Middle East. It's called on all parties to return to dialogue, to push for a ceasefire, particularly Israel, and China says it stands ready to work with the international community toward finding a peaceful solution. Now, Beijing is watching this situation very closely because it's anxious for two reasons. The first is that it's a relatively close partner of Iran. It's called it a comprehensive strategic partner. It is its largest trading partner. It purchases about 15% of all its imported oil from Iran at quite a bargain price, and through this, it's provided an economic lifeline to the regime. So it's not in China's interest for this regime to fall. It doesn't want to lose its influence over Iran or weaken its influence overall in the Middle East. Now, the second reason that Beijing is watching this closely is because it's concerned about its energy security, especially if Iran chooses to close the Strait of Hormuz. Not only does its imports of Iranian oil pass through there, so does its imports of oil from Saudi Arabia, which is Beijing's second largest provider of imported oil. And it also buys gas from Qatar and from the UAE, which also passes through this strait. Now, despite these very grave concerns from Beijing, we're unlikely to see Beijing make any material participation in this conflict beyond strong statements, beyond being active in the United Nations. And this is because generally China approaches any international conflict very cautiously. It doesn't have any formal allegiances. It has partnerships, but not any security allies. And it's very reluctant to enter any war without it being absolutely necessary for China to do so.
Katrina, thank you very much indeed. Katrina Yu there in Beijing.